The war in Ukraine shows no signs of slowing down as Russia steps up its assault on Ukraine's cities. In the latest wave of attacks, civilians have once again borne the brunt. Here's a wrap on the latest developments.
There seems to be no end in sight to the over 3-year-long Russia-Ukraine war. On Monday, a Russian strike on Ukraine's Kharkiv region killed 4 residents just a day after a deadly attack in neighboring Sumy claimed 38 lives. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy has demanded a strong international response, calling out Moscow for targeting civilians.
I would like to thank every one of you who remembers that wars end only when the crimes of war are not forgotten and when there is sufficient pressure on the aggressor. This is exactly what we currently don't have.
The Kremlin, however, insists its strikes were only aimed at military targets.
I can only repeat and remind you of the repeated statements of both our president and our military representatives that our military personnel strikes solely at military and military-related targets.
We
have facts about who was at the facility that was hit in Sumy. There was another meeting of Ukrainian military leaders with their Western colleagues who were there either as mercenaries or I don't know who. But NATO servicemen are there. Everyone knows that.
Meanwhile, US President Donald Trump has responded, calling the missile attack on Sumy a horrible thing and a mistake.
I think it was terrible, and I was told they made a mistake, but I think it's a horrible thing. I think the whole war is a horrible thing. I think the war is, for that war to have started, is an abuse of power. This country would have never allowed that war to have started if I were president.
On the diplomatic front, EU foreign ministers have gathered in Luxembourg to discuss the war as the bloc is working on a 17th package of sanctions against Russia, set to be ready for an EU foreign ministers meeting in May.
It is clear that we are working on the 17th package, also shadow fleet and different elements there to put it together for the Foreign Affairs Council in May.
And in yet another overnight assault, a Russian drone strike on the port city of Odessa injured 8 people and damaged homes, a medical facility and a warehouse. In Zaporizhia, a petrol station caught fire following another Russian attack. As the war drags on, the human cost continues to mount with no clear end in sight. Bureau Report, DD India.